everyone. Welcome to Optimistic Planning. My name is Kadeen. This channel is all about taking small, actionable steps towards financial freedom. And that's one, getting out of debt, saving more, and spending within my means. If that sounds like something that you are interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Well, welcome. We are doing a cash stuffing today, and I am pretty excited. I've been on such a high within the last month. One from my program, my marriage is going great, which I'm very happy about. And just being a lot more social has been pulling me out of a depressive state that I was in for a couple years, and I'm feeling, thinking, being different. I want to go outside. I don't want to just curl up in the house and do nothing. And so it's been a very active, my social calendar is packed, and so I've been feeling better. So welcome to the happy Kadeen, I guess. But anyways, let's jump into counting what we have going on this week. But we have 100, 51, 52, 53, 5400. Hopefully you guys can see that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. So 140, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. So we are stuffing our normal 741. All right, let's jump in. You guys can see, and I'll move this a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see what's happening. I have my cash planning sheet on my iPad that I will be using to go through in an organized fashion my categories. And so let me prop this up for you guys so you guys can see a little bit better. We are going to start with groceries. I didn't go through all of the money last week, and so that's great. This week we are adding $150, $60. So 160 is being added to groceries this week. And so in total, in groceries, we have 150, 70, 80, 90, 105, 205, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 209 in groceries, which is pretty good. That's groceries. Savings, we are getting doing our standard $25. And let's see where we are. You know what? Let me move you guys down a little bit. I feel like you guys are super far. Yeah, better. Can't fully see my cash, but you couldn't see my cash planning sheet anyways. But we have $1,000 in the bank, and in cash we have 50, 70, 90, 95, $100. Awesome. So in total we have $1,100 in my savings. I have used my savings through, and you guys have seen it in past videos where I've used my savings to either get me out of a bind, and I almost wanted to do that and I decided not to. So, and my husband encouraged me not to. And so this is going to grow. I'm so excited to see $10,000 in here. I used to always have more than $10,000 in savings, and then life hit me and got laid. I didn't get laid off, but I quit. Then I got laid off from another job, and I've depleted my savings, and so I just cannot wait to stop living paycheck to paycheck. And so this needs to grow. So that's that. in dates, we are adding $5. And so in dates, we have 10. Hair, we are adding $50. And so we have 50, 125, $30. So 130 for hair. I got recommended someone from Ulta as a hairstylist. I've never been or used Ulta for my hair, but this person recommended them and I'm tempted to do so. I need another haircut, not something big, but a trim just because my hair is so curly and it gets so dry so easily. It breaks and the split ends are just insane. And so, if you guys have ever used Ulta for your hair for washing, hydration, and also trims, let me know. Let me know. I've never done that. I've only done maybe makeup, and it might not have actually been Ulta. It might have been Sephora that I used makeup to get my makeup done. But I'm going to look into it a little bit more, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on if you've used them and what your thoughts were. So that is here. In nails, we're adding a 50. And so 50, 125, 35, $40. So 140 in nails. So we are making our way so that we can, I think I have 2 more weeks. And these have been looking really good. Again, I was biting my nails so bad. So like obviously they're not like the most beautiful nails, but I'm just so excited for the growth of them so that I can have my natural nails be on display and not have to go to, acrylic again. So on the way there. So eating out, we are going to add a $20 bill. And so eating out, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125, 130, 135, 36, 136 in eating out. I've been like trying to stack it, but I do need to start pulling money from here every week when I go to work. I go to work 3 days out of the week. And so I do need to start pulling from here. I've been using like other cash or my husband's been paying for our lunches because we work in the same area. So we connect for lunch pretty often. And so I do need to start pulling money from here. I just haven't. Budgeting, we are adding 5. And so now there's 5, 10, 15, $20 in budgeting. Wardrobe is getting a 5. Wardrobe's getting a 5, and so that now has 10. I have like a stuffed Amazon cart for clothes. So like I can be a little bougie about clothes. I like love a good 100% cotton, but that's so expensive and I've been like really debating on if I should go back. And so I built an Amazon cart of like, it's not great fabric or anything, but just cute items and I'm like I should have a mixture of both, right? So I need to really start working on this, but not a priority. So I'm not going to, force myself to make it, but it is something that's on my mind. This week for skin, we are adding $20. And so in skin, we now have 20, 30, 35, $40. In gifts, we are adding 5. And gifts has 10 now. Maids, we are adding $50. 2 maids, and so in total, we have 1, 2, 250, 300. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So $350 in maids. And I had to, we just weren't ready. We didn't need them to come. So my scheduled maid service got pushed out to early next month. And so we are good for the next two. Education is getting $95. So let's count this out. So 50, 70, 95. Again, this is for the program that I'm a part of. I have to pay $500. It's $4,000 in total. And so over the next 8 months, I'll be giving or paying $500 for the program. And so 100, 2, 3, 4, 50, 70, 90, 95, 500. So we now have the full payment for September. So I will be pulling this soon and bringing that and getting a check. All right. So everything else is going to get skipped. And actually, I need to take this out. I did a recent video showing the new categories that I have, which one of the ones that never really got stuffed by my actual check was baby. And so the reason why I'm pulling this is because I've added these cute new inserts. Life insurance, baby, so don't need this anymore. Then we have wedding, medical, hosting, tech, singing, which are singing lessons. My husband got me singing lessons at the beginning of this year for my birthday, and I just could not prioritize it, honestly. And so, the 6, I think he got me a package of 6. I used them up, loved it, and would like to go back, but again, not a high priority. Then we have car. And so that is that for my personal binder. We were able to put away just now $475 into my personal binder. And so that's pretty exciting. All right. Now let's jump into our month ahead, which again is a big, big, big priority. We are going to skip mortgage just because I would like to get a couple of these categories that are relatively close to being 2 months ahead to 2 months ahead. So we're skipping mortgage this month and we're jumping to car. We are going to add $90. So 50, 70, $90 to car. And this is going to officially make it 2 months ahead because car is $300 a month. And so let's see. We have $100 already in the bank, $50, $200, 20, 40, 60, 80, $300. So we have now $300 in the bank. Well, not in the bank, $100 in the bank and $200 in cash, which is super exciting. I am going to move this envelope to the back. And I'll just, because I know a couple of them are going to go to the back, I'll just hold this off for now. Into phone, we are adding our regular $5 just because it's already a month ahead. And so in the bank, we have $100, $50, $200, $205. We have $205 for phone. And so now we are moving to insurance. We are adding $53 to make this now officially 2 months ahead. Or sorry, officially 1 month ahead. And so let's add this all in. So we have $100 in the bank, 51, so that's 200, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 223 in insurance. Yeah, 223 in insurance, and this is now 1 month ahead, which is super exciting. And we're going to put this here. In annuals, we're not going to add anything to annuals because, again, we're just trying to prioritize getting certain things ahead. We are adding $8, which is not what we typically add, but this was just what was left over that I thought would be best used in HOA. We are not going to be able to mark off anything here. So what I'm actually going to do is not count this off and just put this $8 in the front. And next week, I'll make sure to put $20 in the additional money that was missing from here, so that we are on track to having $1,000 by next April. All right. So now let us go back up and let us add in insurance car note here. All right. So now for water, we're just going to give it $5 since it's already a month ahead. Adding 5. So in total now there is $100 in the bank, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, $46 in water. Then we are adding another $5 to ADT. And in total, ADT has $50, $70, $75, $80. Electricity. Let's add in the insurance. This comes next. I try to keep them in order of when the bill is actually due, just so that it's just easier. So electricity, we are adding $5, and in total, electricity has 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, $80. So 180 in electricity. For gas, we are adding another $5. And so now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, $42 in gas. And we are adding another $5 to Spotify. So now we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, $42 in Spotify. Internet, we are adding 5 as well. And so we have 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3. 103 in internet. And I am actually not sure why we have $50, $65. That's weird. Oh no, I must have messed up somewhere pretty big. I think I found what I did. I think I skipped my actual phone bill. And so I was supposed to add $53. I pulled the $8 from my HOA. And so this is $53. And so I'm going to add that into phone. It's so weird. Like, I'm so confused on why I'm so off, but I am. And so I think I added in a $5 here because my tracker says I'm supposed to have $200 in this envelope. So that's 200. I don't know. It's super weird. So either way, I'm going to add 53. I just want to make sure these are accurate, right? So $53 into this envelope. And so phone now has 100 in the bank, 50, 200, 50, 1, 2, 3. So 253 now in phone. Insurance we did, annuals I literally didn't put anything in here. And then HOA, maybe I actually meant to put $20 because I do have 20 here. I think it's so weird. I don't know if I messed up above here, but if I did, honestly, these are less, like, this is more of a priority. So what I'm going to do is actually put the full cost, which is $20 for HOA. If I figure out my mistake, oh well, this week something got shorted. And so I'm going to mark off another bag because each of them cost $20. And so this is 10, 15, 20. And so in total, now HOA has one, oops, tripping. I'm a little discombobulated. I was like, I'm surprised. I've never had it where my tray had more, like I had leftover money. It's super, super weird. So $100 in the bank, 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 225 in HOA, which is awesome. Yeah. All right. So I have a leftover $5 bill. And what I'm going to do is actually go to annuals and add this in. I'm like so surprised that I have money that's just left over. So in annuals, we have $100 in the bank. We have 50, $60. So 165 in annuals. And okay. I'm just going to change my tracker to reflect what I actually put in here because I do want to keep my tracker accurate. But that is the end of our cash stuffing. I'm super excited that we are done with September. And I'm super excited for October just because I just feel like there's going to be so many events. I even recently got invited to a muumuu, which is more like I'm going to do more of a kimono um like sleepover kind of, or no, actual brunch is, I think it's like a kimono brunch. And so get your best kimono on and like come and just like, lounge and eat and just have a good time at someone's house. And so like I feel like October is going to be nuts with all the events. So very excited for October. And I hope you guys had a great September, and I will see you in October. Bye.